Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. It's here. It's finally here. The Brothers War Early Access event. Holy Toledos. In today's video, we are playing with Rakdos aggro, Mishra, Meld. It is a doozy. We're going big. Playing against other content creators that were invited to the event. Thank you, Wizards, for hosting this. It really does mean a lot to myself, my community, and I'm sure all of the other creators and their communities as well. It is a fantastic time. I just wish it was a little bit longer. In today's video, we're going to break down the deck list of this new Rakdos Meld deck, talking about all of the strategies, the synergies held within, demonstrating this within our gameplay footage, again, against some of the greatest players in Magic, all of the content creators. Woof! Breaking down, of course, the deck to wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and channel news. So thank you all so much for your support. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so to help support myself as a creator. And let's take a look at this brand new Brothers War Standard Rakdos deck. Okally dokally, here we are, Mishra Meld. So we did the math on this beforehand, and I think we got it was either 54 or 58 damage on turn 5, which is absolutely ridiculous. If everything goes according to plan, you don't get interrupted, there's no blockers, so on and so forth. Doesn't really work out like that a lot, but you don't need to deal 54 damage to win. You only need to deal 20, right? So this deck is going way over the top, and it is all due to Mishra, claimed by Gix for 4 mana. What an absolute heater. So this is a new mythic, again, 4 mana, Rakdos colors, a legendary creature, Phyrexian Human Artificer, a 3 power, 5 toughness. Whenever you attack, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of attacking creatures. If Mishra, claimed by Gix, and another creature named Phyrexian Dragon Engine are attacking, and you both own and control them, exile them and meld them into Mishra, lost to Phyrexia. It enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. Okay, so that's just the first bit, right? We're gonna get Dragon Engine in play as well. And then as it melds into Mishra, lost to Phyrexia, the ability from claimed by Gix will have already triggered. Lose life, gain life. That is going to trigger already, and then we meld. So it's a 9/9. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you get to choose 3 of these bad boys. That's a lot. So target opponent discards 2 cards. That's very good. Mishra deals 3 damage to any target. Well, that's pretty good too. Destroy target artifact or planeswalker. Wow. Creatures you control gain menace and trample until the end of turn. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 until the end of turn. And finally, you could create 2 tapped Power Stone tokens. So choosing 3 of all of these, incredible, because they're all very, very powerful, right? And of course, that's going to be on the back end of you attacking, dealing damage, and gaining life, which is crazy. It's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. So where we're looking to go with this is assembling a whole bunch of attackers. We get this ability to pop off. It's dealing like 5 damage or something. We gain a bunch of life. Then it flips. We gain menace. We gain trample. We deal damage. We nuke their defenders. We hit for lethal. Ayo River, right? So it's an absolute fantastic time. Of course, we also will need the Dragon Engine in play. 3 mana artifact, 2/2 with double strike. When it enters the battlefield from your graveyard, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. The unearth cost for 5 makes that possible, playing it from the grave, which is really nice. It will have haste and then exile itself at the beginning of the next end step or whenever it would leave the battlefield. So it's nice because you can A, replay it for Mishra, B, it will refill your hand, and C, it's got double strike, dude. Let's go. We're an aggro deck. So that's fantastic. We have Feldron, Ronom Excavator for 2 mana as a 2/2 with haste. It cannot block, and whenever it is dealt damage, exile that many cards from the top of your library. Choose one of them until the end of turn. You may play that card. So basically just replacing itself. It's a 2/2 with haste, which is, you know, what we like to see. You know, just getting in with that damage. And I wish I had more new cards in the deck. Oh, I guess we have one more. The Obliterating Bolt. Now, this is very good. This is the new Lava Coil, if you ask me. Not quite as good, but damn near. 2 mana, sorcery, 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If it would die this turn, exile it instead. Now that exile effect is just the chef's kiss. You know, we've had 4 damage to creature or planeswalker at sorcery speed before, but it did not come with that exile. So we love to see that addition, really making it nice. The only way it could get better is if it was at instant speed. We don't really need that because there's no other instant speed interaction for us. It's very minimal. Most of our interaction that we will be casting, it will be at sorcery speed anyways to open up our attack lanes, right? To make sure our creatures aren't dying when they attack and we can get as many attackers in as possible each attack phase. So that's the name of the game. To fill around, you know, we have Kumano, which will be an attacking creature as it transforms. And it's going to deal damage in the interim and buff up one of your creatures, which is fantastic. You know, that 1 damage creature, player and planeswalker that they control, which is crazy good. And then your next creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Finally, transform it to 2/2 with haste. If something that was dealt damage by a source we control would die, exile it instead. We love that effect. It's so good. The Phoenix Chick for 1 as a 1/1 with flying and haste. It cannot block, and whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may pay 2 red. If you do, return the chick from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. We love it. We got the Underdoogie for 2 as a 3/2 with Blitz. 4 mana, pay 2 life. You may blitz it from the graveyard, which is fantastic. Of course, that blitz will have it enter with haste. It'll die or self-sacrifice at the end step, and you'll get a draw, which is pretty cool. Bloodthirsty Adversary for 2 is a 2/2 with haste. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 any number of times. Put that many +1/+1 counters on the card, and then you can play that many 3 mana sorcery or instant cards from the graveyard without paying for them, which is fantastic. You kind of do have to pay for them in the sense of the 3 for the counter, but at the end of the day, you know, it's a 2/2 with haste. They can bring back your removal, open up an attack lane. Now it's a 3/3 with haste. Just a good value card. Graveyard Trespasser for 3 is a 3/3 ward discarded card. So this is fantastic because, you know, your opponent's always going 2 for 1 unless it's a sacrifice effect, like your opponent sacrifices a creature and then they don't have to target it. But if it's targeted removal, you're already going 2 for 1, which is absolutely fantastic. So it's a 3/3 Daybound, Nightbound 4/4. Daybound, when it enters or attacks, exile a card from a graveyard. If it's a creature, gain 1 life, they'll lose 1 life. Nightbound, you actually get to do that twice, which is really quite nice. Reckless Stormseeker here. For 3 mana, 2/3, at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0, gains haste until the end of turn. Daybound. Nightbound gets that +1/+1, of course, and the ability will do +2 haste and trample instead, which is very, very nice. And we're going to throw that, of course, on the Dragon Engine, on Mishra, just to get them attacking quickly. And finally, Shouldered the Apocalypse for 4 mana, 4/5 Death Touch. Whenever you draw a card, gain 2 life. Whenever your opponent draws a card, they're going to lose 2 life. So this is just going to close out literally any game. We have the Mire, we have the Crucible of Defiance. You know, very, very good utility lands, and then consistency through the Haunting Ridge and Sulphur Springs. What a freaking deck, dude. Having a great time with this. There is some removal in the deck. Just quickly talking about the creatures. We have the Infernal Grasp. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. We have a Braid, 3 damage to target creature, or destroy target artifact, which I find to be very powerful in the current meta. We already talked about the Obliterating Bolt as it was a new card. And, you know, of course, Shouldered's Death Touch doesn't hurt either. And then we talked about the abilities through Mishra. Of course, you can deal the 3 damage, the -1 on their creatures as well, kind of acting as a form of removal. And then, you know, what would a deck be without a couple copies of Kiki Jiki in it? For 3 mana, when it enters, create a 2/2. Whenever that 2/2 attacks, you create a treasure. Then discard up to 2, draw that many. And finally, exile transform as a 2/2, in which you can pay 1 to tap it to create a token of a non-legendary. And it'll have haste, and you'll self-sack at the beginning of the next end step. You know, it's just so good. Why not? Secondary Graveyard Trespasser, the secondary Stormseeker. Whatever it happens to be, it's fantastic. There's literally no wrong choice. You can even copy itself, which is really cool. So that is Mishra Meld. Holy Toledos. You know, doing our best to break down the deck as in-depth as we can so you really get a good idea of what you're dealing with. Not too many new cards, which is really nice. So you're just building off an older collection. You know, the Excavator, it's a single rare. We've got 4 rares through the Phyrexian Dragon Engine and 3 through Claimed by Gix. I don't think that that is, you know, unreasonable at all. Of course, you know, 3 mythics, 5 rares isn't great, but, you know, it's much better than what it could be, you know? So this is a really cool deck that's easy to make based off your older collection, sprinkling in some of these really new and powerful cards, which I'm having a great time with. So thank you all for watching. Have a magical day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel to help support. We're gonna play some matches, then we'll be back to wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and channel news. Let's go. Are you ready? This is literally our first match of Brothers War. Woo! I'm excited. No new cards in our hand, though. I feel kind of bad, but looking to win some games today. I think we've got the Rakdos deck to get the job done. Not playing till 3's less than ideal, but we'll get there. Let's pass over. Okay, so pay 4, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them, put it into your hand, then put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. That's actually pretty cool. Second mana, the Foundry. Let's take it. It's a draw engine at the end of the day. Scooch over, dude. You're in the way. I can't see your hand. All right. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. They themselves might have some removal. Resolute Reinforcements. Okay. Not quite enough to block. I mean, they could have chump blocked, but keep that creature alive, right? Specialist brings back the officer. Interesting. If you're going to lose your whole field, that's fine. I don't think it's worth them to triple block. That kind of stops us from melding immediately, but really, really good value. All right, getting that reinforcements back is very good. Maybe we should have just waited. Being greedy. Double block again. Well, I mean, oh no, this can't block. This could. Let's be more responsible. We should have been more responsible last time. And just waited one more turn and we could have melded. I was being greedy with the attack. It's like, who would block this, you know? It goes to Knight, which is crazy good. They have a Wandering Emperor, right? I mean, we're not grabbing that back, so let's just get them. And if they do have a Wandering Emperor, they will need to pay the ward ability here, right? This screams Wandering Emperor. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be a savant to figure it out. It always screams Wandering Emperor. It's like, oh, 2 untapped planes, you say. Even if they don't have 4 open mana, just the 2 planes, that's enough, right? All right, let's get this Dragon Engine in play as well. We're gonna grab another Resolute Reinforcements. You got to give them that, right? That's actually fantastic. They're doing a very nice job there. This Reinforcements is a very good job at just filling the field. The Dragon Engine can slam in as well. Just get the job done. I don't know. Only 3 mana. There's no Emperor. Block however you will, you know? Either way, we're getting pretty good value here. They do take the Stormseeker, which is fine. Shoulder lives. Dragon Engine lives. Doogie can be blitzed back later. They're down to 3. This is going to destroy enchantment or artifact on entry, which actually takes our engine, which is perfect. We love it. Unearth, which means we discard our hand and draw some cards. Of course, our hand is empty, so it's just strictly draw 3, which is great with Shieldred. Good game. Here's lethal. Right, they don't have enough blockers. We kind of messed up the meld. We were a little greedy. We're like, let's go for damage. But, you know, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with winning a match either. Going first. Looking for a Reckless Stormseeker. Hello. Good game. How are you, MTG Joe? Looking forward to our match of Magic and Brothers War. It's cool playing against all the other creators. It really is. It's a fantastic experience. Interesting. Let's Doogie Doos. Hit for 1. Trying to get our 4th land. Ooh, Denick. Swing in. Whoa. Whenever it attacks, create a 1/1 artifact to have 3 to draw. Protection from multicolor sucks. One extra damage, swinging in for 4. That protection from multicolor is freaking good. As that melds, that's like, what? I think we have trample. We do not have trample. That protection from multicolor. Woof. Taking the draw. More soldiers. It pushes the whole team up. That's good. Making another token here. That's good. We are in deep trouble. Let's just go for it. It's a massive hit, unless they somehow deal with it. Oh! We don't get the meld. They take it out from underneath us. That Nganjo. Literally life-saving. Protection from multicolored. It's beautiful. So we take Denick first. That's crazy. Seat of the Empire, baby. Zoria's soldiers looking strong. We'll get that meld. We're gonna get it. Wow, they are spamming out. This is looking like game over for us here. Unless somehow we get a land off the top and don't die. Lay it in wide, dude. Mishra claimed by soldiers. They get another draw. That's so good. That's a Sky Strike officer's deadly. I think that's lethal, isn't it? 4, 7. Oh yeah. Yeah. They've counted. Counting works. Wish we had first strike on that veteran. So we're taking 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 down to 1. Land off the top untapped. How do they still have more non-lands in hand? That's crazy, bro. What? We're dead anyways, so let's just go for it. We do get the meld. I think it's a little late, though. So 3 damage to any target. Menace and Trample. And then -1s. 3 damage to Denick. We hit the -1s. And we swing for lethal! Yeah! Woo! We did it! Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Well, this might be bad. And by might be bad, I mean, this is going to be horrific. Hold on, kids. Let's do our best. Let's do our best. Soldiers. Soldiers are tough. Soldiers have Brutal Cathar. They have, what's her name? The Bant one? Laura or something? 2. It's like Boros deck here. That Thran's Portal is red. They're going to take Shelly, without a doubt. Well, no, they actually have to take a Braid. Because if they take Shelly, then I cast a Braid on the Peacekeeper. Like, they're forced to take a Braid. Enlisting, scrying. Yeah, I don't see them running it without blue. You know, I definitely see Croaky's playing Jeskai here. Jeskai. Say an extra I in there always. I like the I. Let's just straight up abrade it. And then our attack lanes are open. Hit for 5. Down to 5. Oh, Shelly. We're going to need you to do a lot of work here for us. They get any life gain, I'm a little bit nervous, right? They can see Shelly because they've looked at her hand or whatever, right? The eye symbols there. An initiate, good blocker. Another land. Well, that's not a blocker. We're down to 9, though. They might get us. Let's swing in, see where we get. Probably just play Shelly. Beautiful. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Sometimes it's just a good Rakdos aggro deck. Okay, let's go. Keep 7. Keeping 7. Nice robot, dude. Rubuts. So, Rafine with Teferi. You know, we're going to have a good time here. Oh, so sad. I'm going to keep this adversary in hand. It's probably a counterspell, but I'd rather that Phoenix chick get countered. Right? We don't want to have the adversary be countered here. So, partition! So we can replay that a little later. Like right now. They get it this time into exile, so no more playing that. I need to kill their Rafine. Whoops. Under Doogie, go. Impulse Adelphia. Okay, taking the Doogie Doos. Okay, we got some Urza happening here. I like it. Where's my Abrade? It's probably a field wipe, right? Still a little nervous. Let's keep the haste in hand for the field wipe, though. And then we can get right back at it. Really? Pull their counter magic. They have 1, 3, 4, 5. So they do have the mana. And that went to exile, so we can't even recast it. Nice. Good on you, bud. We gotta draw it. We gotta find it somehow. We blitz just for the draw. It's land. Hold on. Hold on, kids. It's gonna get weird. Gonna get weird. Here comes the activation. It's good to see. Woof. You know? The first melded card. I'm gonna give him a nice. I like it. We like it a lot. These abilities can be activated twice, you know? It's insane. It's insane. Yes. That's a lot of life gain, baby. And just like that, they're up to 11. So they might not destroy all other permanents, because this is one of those. You're going to kill the Durgan engine. They look pretty tapped. We could hit them for 8, but we should kill this Planeswalker. We're by no means in the clear. Draw 2, discard. So sickening. So here comes the farewell or something, right? Fairy untaps the Might Stone. What else does Urza do? 2 less to cast. Oh my god. So they could do other things. They're going to make blockers here. Dragon Engine go. Blitz the Doogie. Countering the Doogie Doos. It's the only way we kill it. I can't let it sit there. Watch them just play another one. Watch them just play another one. They will need to exile our grave with a farewell because of the underdog. Right? At this point, we could probably wrap it up once the farewell hits. Power stones are only on artifacts, remember, and abilities. There's the farewell. Yup. Keeping the land in hand to bluff. Interesting. Cool. What's mine say? Oh, cancel. Just so we don't have to pay life here. It's not worth the bluff. No! I thought we were going to see Rafine right away. I honestly thought so. Can't counter a channel spell. Off the top! We still haven't seen the new Teferi, so we can look forward to this. If this is another quench, it's a quench off. Or sorry, Essence Scatter. Make Disappear gets the job done. We pay for it. They must have another in hand, and now like another counter spell. Whew. We're top decking. If they top decked another counter spell, I'm gonna cry. Just a couple lands over there, okay? Just a couple lands, right? Your third Wandering Emperor, bro? What's mine say? We get her. We get her. Woof. Freaking land. Land in hand to bluff. Just give us like a nice haster off the top, right? Oof. Believe it or not, it's so much better than just a land. Big money, no whammies. There's no way they're still drawing counter magic. What? What the hell? Dude, what does mine say? Loving those lands. Well, they definitely will have some value now, right? pull it. Pull their counter magic, and then we hit with haste. Is this a foundry that I didn't pay attention to? A dig site. Surveil 1. That's actually pretty good. We love the land. We love the land. Arena, you're embarrassing me. She's a brick house. Oh, landy, landy. That's not bad. Except I get to take it. Give me my damage. Give me my damage. We can recast it. So this is how you cast the 8 mana artifact. 9 mana. Absolutely. Those draws were worth it. No! God damn, dude. Sheoldred? That's not fair. That's not fair! Good play. Good play, good play. Another land off the top. Why not? They're down to 13 cards in their deck. Holy. I never realized that this was such a long match. 11 cards. That's deadly. Gaining a bunch of life there. Like a bootload of life. Hey, we removed Sheoldred, though. That makes me feel pretty good about myself. Yeah, I still got this. Oh, my lord. Why not take something with haste for lethal? Literally just missed lethal, chat. They just missed lethal, chat. Hello, good game. It's a beautiful thing. Right? It's just an absolute beautiful time. Another land! Yes! What a life to live. You took my Shelly. No, we love it. It was a great match. It's nice to see Urza meld. That's very, very cool. Oakley dokely. You know, we were a little bit off and a little bit greedy. I think we could have had that Gix meld right away in that one match, but we were so greedy with the attack. But it worked out in our favor anyways. And then that comeback was absolutely ridiculous, so cool. And then we were lucky enough to go up against Ali Eldrazi, who was able to get Urza to meld as well. So just what a fantastic video for you all, myself included. You know, you can tell I'm having a lot of fun today. So the new meld cards, that's what it's all about for me today. Maybe then we'll get into Unearth, we'll get into Soldiers, the prototype, some of the other newer mechanics or archetypes that we've seen. But for right now, it's meld, 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 baby. Let's go. This was Mishra Meld. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out our other brand new content and all of this. let's take a talk for a second about other new cards that could go in the deck. I know you want to know. You're like, well, what about this card, HGG? What about that card? Well, I think the Shadow is a very good card, but maybe it's a sideboard card, right? We don't have a lot of spare mana to dump into it. I love that exile, but what if we don't need to exile stuff, you know? That's what maybe makes it a sideboard card for me. I do really like it though. You know, the Diabolic Intent can really maybe speed things up as well. But at the end of the day, it's not a creature. We probably don't need it. The Praetor, you know, looking good, you know, more draw. Definitely don't really mind that ever. And honestly, I've been looking at Mishra's command as well. Call me crazy. The new Go for the Throat removal, not too into it just because of how many artifacts are in the new set. Of course, you know, there's things like the Flesh Gorger that are tempting us as well, but I'm trying to not be super degenerate yet, right? I've got to upgrade the deck, make a second version of it, and, but, you know, kind of giving you a heads up as to what I am thinking about, right? Definitely the Flesh Gorger, but don't tell anyone. That's a reward you get for watching to the end of the video, right? You're gonna get that little extra spice in your deck. Thank you so much. Have an absolute magical day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I've already told you 1,000 times. Why haven't you done it yet? We'll see you soon in the next.